Hello, I just wanted to thank you for clicking on my video, and I wanted to let you know not only do I create content in my YouTube channel here, Class in a Glass, but I'm also on Twitch where I play single-player games, multiplayer games, I do movie reviews, cartoon reviews, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Also, it would be a big help if you can check out my Patreon, where you can gain access to audio commentaries, reactions, and the ability to submit questions for my podcasts and videocasts. And all that content can be found in the links below. In the meantime, enjoy the video.
You refer to the prophecy of the one who will bring balance to the Force. You believe it's this boy?
He can see things before they happen.
Anakin! Tell him to take off!
Will I ever see you again?
What does your heart tell you?
Are you sure about this?
Meet Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I sense much fear in you.
The boy is dangerous. They all sense it. Why can't you?
Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Please feel free to share your thoughts in a few words. Don't need a thesis, but I am curious. Straight as you, I have the VHS of Episode 1. I used to have that, man. I used to have that as well. JT, I've been so busy, guys. Don't get me started. Also had a fun birthday Sunday. Oh, that's right. It was your birthday. Ooh. Ooh, chat. We're dancing. Ellie with the 500 bitty donation. Thank you. Need a good stream tonight? My week has been awful to this. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Elliot. Well, thank you for your generosity, man. Raising my glass to you, good sir. You're shaking the pillars of heaven tonight. No doubt about it. Welcome, my friend. And let's wish a happy birthday, happy belated birthday to JT Grim Dresden. Happy birthday, my friend. Hope it was a good one. Hope you're able to relax a bit. But no, welcome, everybody. Yeah. So I think most of you have seen it. Yeah, I mean, I saw this in theaters, guys, when I was 8 years old. Because this film is now 21 years old. It's nuts to think about how old this movie is, but it's 21 years old now. And I saw this in the theater when I was 8. And like every 8-year-old, chat, I mean, listen, I am going to admit it. I thought this movie was so much fun when I saw it when I was 8 years old. Everyone did. Everyone who was under the age of 10 thought this movie was so much fun. There's fucking lightsabers, there's pod racing, there's funny CGI creatures making jokes and stepping in Bantapoodoo, chat. It's hilarious. Who would not love this movie when they're 8 years old? And I bought the VHS when I was 8 years old, you know? But, chat, I didn't really learn that Star Wars The Phantom Menace was a bad movie. And I'll admit this. I know it was a bad movie until I saw Star Wars Attack of the Clones. Because I think that is by far the worst Star Wars movie, chat, of all time. And I went, wow. And because I was a little older, a little wiser, chat, you know, hardened by life at that point. 11 years old, 11, 12 years old at that point, chat, so hardened. And I realized, wow, this movie is really fucking boring and nothing is happening. And it's just like weird shit and where it tries to be funny, but it's not. The humor just fails. And I went, huh. Well, at least I have episode. At least, you know, they'll get it right in the third one. But I still have episode 1. And I remember like watching episode 1 like a few days later. I went, oh my God. Oh my God, this is bad. Oh no. So I retroactively, I think a lot of people went that. Because that's the thing. That was the mindset, chat. This is Star Wars, okay? It had been, well, at this point, almost 20 years since Return of the Jedi came out in 1983. So, fuck it, people were hyped about Star Wars. There was a vacuum, chat, of Star Wars. You had the Thrawn trilogy, of course. You had obviously a lot of the Legends novels and books, and you know, but that was just for the Uber fans, chat. Like regular audiences, they needed it. That's why you had such commercial success at the time in the mid-90s, stuff like Independence Day, because people were just hankering for a Star Wars. And when this movie came out, people were so excited. As I said before, people were going to the theater just to see the trailer. It was just in the pop culture zeitgeist, chat. And they went to go see Meet Joe Black, and they fucking left the theater as soon as the trailer was done. Like that, you can't think of, and there's nothing on that same level today as I think the hype was for Star Wars: Phantom Menace. Maybe something like The Force Awakens to a degree. Maybe even something like Avengers Endgame. But even even that I don't even think so. It was kind of it's kind of exists as its own little singular point in pop culture of how so many people were excited for that movie. And I was one of them as a little kid. I had seen the special editions, matter of fact, in theaters, and I was dumb. I didn't know that, fucking CGI Jabba the Hutt looked like shit, because I didn't give a shit. This is me seeing this for the first goddamn time, and it was amazing. And so people, like, even after they saw the, like, there was the thing that everyone's saying is, like, even that they saw it like multiple times in the theater, they're like, you know what? No, that was really good, because it was Star Wars. Everyone was happy that was back, chat. And I think it really did take a long time. Several years, and really, I think it really was of Attack of the Clones. People realized, oh, that's a bad movie. But I mean, obviously there was the criticism towards a character like Jar Jar Binks, where people were like, yeah, but that character sucks, and they just fucking exorcised him from the rest of the films. He makes like a couple appearances in Attack of the Clones, chat. Gives Emperor Palpatine, or Chancellor Palpatine at this point, the emergency powers to create the Grand Army of the Republic, chat, the Clone Army, and then he's in the funeral scene with Padme Amidala in Revenge of the Sith. After that, he's nowhere to be seen, chat. I actually know what happens to him. He actually returns to Naboo as a fucking street clown, where the adults will ignore him and children throw rocks at him. So that's what happens to him for the rest of the original trilogy, chat. He lives in poverty as an old man, getting stoned by children. So I kind of feel sorry for Jar Jar at that point. He's a shitty character, but I'm like, Jesus Christ, that's rough for him. Like, all of his friends are dead. No one likes him anymore. That's pretty goddamn rough, chat. But people, like, anyone who says, like, when they first saw Phantom Menace, like, when they were 8 years old, so it's always terrible. It's like, nah, that's bullshit. I call bullshit on that. Like, I loved the movie when I first saw it. But again, in years, I realized, like, oh, this is terrible, chat. I had a coming to God moment. That's what I had, a coming to grace moment. I realized this is a bad movie. Ultimate Dark Side Day with the 5 Biddies. I'd argue the first Avengers movie is the closest to bringing that much hype at the time, not counting Infinity War and Endgame. Yeah, okay, I can see that too. That's a good point. I like that. Joey, welcome to stream. The first Star Wars you saw in theaters was Revenge of the Sith. Okay. Well, some people argue it's probably the best of the prequel trilogy, which I guess it is. I honestly, chat, like, I don't think, because a lot of people put episode 1 at the bottom of the list, and it's like, no, this is the worst one. But I still think it's Attack of the Clones. Because, just kind of go over, here's the thing, chat. Let's be positive. I'm going to be a little positive right now, and then we'll get into all the hate. We're going to get all into the goddamn hate, chat, okay? Let it consume you. What is it? Fear leads to anger leads to hate, and hate leads to a lot of goddamn suffering. A lot of suffering for me when I'm watching this goddamn movie for you, okay? But I'm gonna just tell you what I like about this film first, okay? Especially compared to the other prequels, is that George Lucas was still using practical sets. And I actually really like that. Like, there were actually, like, physical things that the actors can interact with and touch. It wasn't just all green screen. There are scenes in this movie where it's obviously all green screen. There's no question. Especially, like, the battle of the Naboo, when the Gungans are fighting the battle droids. Like, that's all CGI, obviously. That does not age well. I'm like, you know what? There's some CGI in this movie that actually aged well. The battle droids look pretty good. Not too bad. The Gungans do not look good. Especially when you're in that bubble city of theirs. Was a Oonga Boonga. I don't know what it's called. It's called Boonga, I think. And that's terrible. Boss Nass. Terrible, chat. But some of the CGI looks is still, it's like, okay, this actually holds up pretty well. I mean, this is, a new technology they were using, chat, and this was the best that it was at this point in time. But I really did admire the fact that they had practical sets, and that did help ground it. So, like, when they're on, like, the Trade Federation ship, a lot of that, okay, that's practical. That's a fucking set. When they're on Tatooine, that's a set. I was like, okay, this is cool. When they're in some of the Hainer section, Naboo, it's like, okay, this planet's fucking boring as shit, but I like that some of this is real, so I can respect that, chat. Another positive thing about this movie, I really like Liam Neeson's Qui-Gon Jinn. Because, I mean, I can't be too negative, but a big issue that this movie has, chat, is there's no, like, real lead character. He's like, whose movie is this? And is it, I guess it's kind of, I think it's Qui-Gon Jinn's. Because Anakin doesn't really get established until, like, 2/3 of the way in the movie. He's still young. We're about, like, a half hour in, 25 minutes in before we're introduced to Anakin Skywalker. And for the most part, we're following Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi. And Obi-Wan Kenobi, I'm surprised he's barely in this movie. He really doesn't come into his own as, like, a character until the third act when he fights Darth Maul. But you watch this film, chat, and they just, like, he's just not in the second act at all. He's like, because Qui-Gon Jinn tells Obi-Wan, stay on the ship. We're going to get the fucking hyperdrive we need from the Nubian shuttle. And then he's just gone for the rest of the movie. Occasionally, Qui-Gon calls him, like, fucking measure this kid's metachlorian count and shit. But for the most part, he's just on the goddamn ship. And I'm like, okay. So I kind of look at Qui-Gon as the main character of this film. And again, it's weird that by the end, spoilers, because, this movie's been 21 goddamn years old at this point, that they kill him. Honestly, what they should have done, chat, kind of my little, like, if I was making this movie, I kind of would have not had the Qui-Gon character and just given all those elements of Qui-Gon to Obi-Wan Kenobi, where his master was Yoda. He is now a Jedi. He's already confirmed as a Jedi Knight. He's going off on his first mission. Of course, his first mission goes terribly because he's negotiating with the goddamn Nemonians, chat. Why are you negotiating with the Nemonians? They're always going to betray you. They're racist stereotypes. What'd you expect? And like, that's what it should have been. And it should have been about Anakin, Obi-Wan, and also terrible decision. I mean, listen, Jake Lloyd, I have no negative feelings towards the kid at all. He is going through an extremely rough time in his life right now. And so I don't even want to, look, I'll talk about his performance because it's not his fault. It's not his fault. Okay? He was given this lines, he was given this script, this dialogue, and it's hard for the kid to sell it, and he's not that good of an actor either, but it's okay because he's fucking 8 years old. No kid, there are very few actors out there who are going to be amazing at 8, but the whole issue, like, making him so little, he should have been a teenager. He should have been, like, around, or maybe even slightly younger than Luke's age. Like, make him a 17, 16 at least. And the whole weird fucking establishment of the relationship between Padme and Anakin, having her be like 14, 15, he's 9, just fucking weird and gross. I'm like, I don't know what the thinking was at that, chat. But I'm like, yeah, this is, no, I don't like this. And when we get to, and he's still fucking weird by the time we get to Attack the Clones, and he's like, I dreamed about you. She's like, okay, all right, let's stop talking. Again, they don't, and that's the other thing, chat. This is one thing I like, but they didn't capitalize on it in the prequels. So I like some of the practical sets, so let's keep up where we are now. I know I brought up a lot of negativity, but I like the practical sets in this movie. There's some good ones, but a lot of this CGI, but there are some good practical sets. Qui-Gon Jinn is a cool character, and, of course, Darth Maul. Darth Maul, but he's underutilized, chat. It sucks. He has about, 9 lines in this movie? 9 lines, I think, overall in the entirety of the film. And it's like, you could have made him be the main kind of evil threat alongside Palpatine in the prequels. But you didn't. You fucked up. So I like Darth Maul as a physical threat at the very least. He's done much better in Star Wars, The Clone Wars, and Rebels. That's where they really develop him as a person. But probably the fourth thing I do like is how they establish that the Jedi are kind of dicks. And how they're not like, how Ben Kenobi and Luke thinks of them as like, oh, this once ancient order that was all about honor and doing the right thing in the galaxy. You look at like this movie, what they established is like, no, they're kind of shitty at what they do. And they have their own fucking code. And that like leads to, obviously it leads to a lot of bad stuff happens in the prequels, but they never felt like they wanted to focus on that and capitalize on that. Like showing like, no, there's corruption in the Jedi Order here, and it kind of would have been cool to explore this, because a good plot point, chat, well, I'll get into the review, we'll get into the spoiler reviews after this. It's always bothered me how fucking Qui-Gon, he's going to Tatooine, and he's got to get the hyperdrive and shit. And, Anakin's asking him at one point, so you came here to free all the slaves, right? I mean, that's what Jedi do. And he's like, no, didn't come here. No. It's like, wait a minute, that's like interesting that like the Jedi are supposed to do all these good things, all the right things, but they're not going to do something that's so obviously good. So they're beholden to the Republic, but they're also beholden to their own corrupt code. And it's like, freeing the slaves, that would be obvious. And like even the fucking shitty, and this conversation was, you know what, fuck you, Qui-Gon, you deserve to get fucking stabbed by Darth Maul. He could have totally killed goddamn Watto, chat, and he could have totally killed him, chat, and he could have freed, actually, well, you know, he could have freed fucking Shmi, his ma, and Anakin, and he could have deactivated, actually, funny enough, chat, I forgot about this in the movie, there's literally fucking bombs inside Shmi and Annie that Watto has. That's why they can't run off, because he has, like, some type of fucking bomb with a code in them. So it's like, okay, fair enough fucking movie. You know, but he could have fucking got the codes from Watto when he tried to kill him or something, but it's fucked up, chat. Jedi don't kill, tell that to Obi-Wan. Kill Darth Maul in the movie. Anyway. But that always bothered me. It's like, that's an interesting point. And the whole thing about Anakin's like, I'm going to come back here. This would have been an interesting plot point, chat. Had Anakin, like, in the future films, like, I want to come back here and free all the slaves. I'm going to return, you know, and do that. Yeah, find his mom and shit. But also free the slaves, right? And that's totally forgotten, chat. Totally forgotten episode 2 and episode 3. And I think that's kind of shitty. I was neglected. But yeah, so those are the things I like. Practical sets, Qui-Gon Jinn, some of Darth Maul, how he looks and shit. And how the Jedi are kind of dicks. So that's like 4 good things. That's 4 good things about the movie, chat. But now, we gotta get into the nitty-gritty details, chat. Now, this film came out in 1999, the summer of 1999, chat. And boy, was it a huge commercial hit. Made over, I believe, $924.3 million, chat. An equivalent of $1.42 billion to this day. It was, I think at the time, it was one of the highest grossing movies of all time. I think it was just under Titanic, I believe. And it was also the highest grossing episode in the entire franchise at this point. It was later beat by episode 7, The Force Awakens. It's a huge commercial hit. Got mixed reviews overall. I believe it has like I don't know what it has in Rotten Tomatoes. Doesn't matter, chat. But it got relatively mixed reviews. A lot of fans did like it. A lot of audiences did like it. But of course, that started to taper off as people realized, like, hey, wait a minute. A lot of this sucks. Because people are like, it can't be bad in Star Wars. Oh, those are the early days, chat. We were so naive. And I was one of those naive people. I was 8 years old. Of course, I loved this movie. But I learned. But chat, we're opening up to Star Wars, and we get the opening crawl. Oh my God, little Chris Herman's brain went poof when he saw that, and I started reading the things, and I'm like, what the fuck does this have to do? Trade federations, Nubians, trade deals, the Senate, what's going on here? What are you talking about? It's like I'm watching goddamn C-SPAN. What is this? Where's the lasers? Where's the evil empire? Where's the dark, nefarious Sith and Jedi and warlords and Hutt cartels, chat? That's what I'm all about. 53% Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah, pretty much, you know, split. Thank you, Bray Mango. Welcome to stream, by the way. And I'm like, okay, this is not a good start. For a movie that is supposedly sold to kids, I don't think kids want to know about fucking trade negotiations or, you know, Senate chat or subcommittees or ambassadors and queen. Like, I'm good. I want my laser swords. I want my laser guns, chat. That's what I would prefer, okay? None of that. But we got, it doesn't matter because it's Star Wars, chat. It opens up and we're following this big old red Hawken transport vessel, chat. And it's going inside of a donut Death Star. Think of it, basically, the Death Star's in the middle, but it's surrounded by a donut, so it's kind of different. And it's not nearly as big, chat. But this is a Trade Federation ship, and this big old ship's going to be parking in there. And they're requesting, these two pilots are like, hey, Trade Federation, we're requesting to land. We got the 2 ambassadors on board to do the negotiations because, chat, that's the whole premise of the film. The Republic has sent 2 ambassadors, who are secretly Jedi, to negotiate with the Trade Federation, who has put a blockade around Naboo, which is a planet in the mid-rim. And because Naboo has refused to sign this specific trade deal, the Trade Federation, where the Trade Federation would have control of all trade. Ooh, so exciting. And so Trade Federation went, fuck that. We're going to blockade your planet. And the Republic's like, let's not, you know, raise fisticuffs, guys. Let's go ahead and relax. But just in case things get a little aggressive, you know, Chancellor Valorum, he sent out 2 Jedi, chat. And who are these 2 Jedi? Oh, we shall soon find out. And so these two ambassadors / Jedi, chat, they walk out. And they're, oh my God, you see who's introducing them, chat? It's a goddamn, it's C-3PO, but it's not C-3PO, chat. It's a silver protocol droid, but it looks like C-3PO, so that's kind of cool. And droid leads them to this nice little conference room, chat, where they're going to have negotiations. Like, here you go, have some fun. There's some tea. I'll be back with the Nemodians, chat. Oh boy, can't wait to talk about them. And then, chat, fucking, they flip their hoods back, and who do we have? Obi-Wan Kenobi. And what does he say, chat? I have a bad feeling about this. There you go, chat. The first words uttered from those perfect Ewan McGregor lips is an iconic Star Wars phrase. And Qui-Gon, again, Qui-Gon's like, don't fucking worry about it. You complain too much. So already, you get the dynamic of the relationship, chat. Or Obi-Wan, he's very much about the Jedi Order, about the code, follows it to a T. And Qui-Gon's kind of just a hippie. He's like, yeah, man, wherever the Force flows, let it flow, bro. Take it easy. He really doesn't give a shit. And I kind of like his attitude with that. He's a bit of a rebel, chat. And I think that's interesting. So again, there's some division in the Jedi range. There's some Jedi that are like, you know what? I'm not all about that. Your whole code thing. I'm just going to do my thing. I know what's right. I know what's wrong. Take it easy, chat. And of course, that Vader leads to like Count Dooku because he took it easy way too much. And he started the separatist movement, but he really didn't because that was Sidious. But that's episode 2, chat. We can't get in there yet. Anyway. And he's like, Obi-Wan, he's telling him, I said some, like, bad things, and Qui-Gon Jinn's like, I don't sense anything, don't worry about it. But, chat, there is something afoot, because then we cut to the Nemodians. Newt Gunray, chat, what a character. In all prequels, in all 3 prequels, chat, and these guys are basically extremely racist Asian stereotypes, where they're, the Jedi, they talk like that, chat. I mean, it is, I'm like, ew, this is a little uncomfortable. And their whole thing is, fuck, the Jedi, they're not just ambassadors, they're Jedi. What are we gonna do? What the hell? What are we gonna do? But, chat, it's okay, because they get a Skype call from Darth Sidious, and he's like, guys, don't worry about it, okay? I'm controlling everything in the Senate right now. You gotta do 2 things for me, Newt. Okay, Newt? You gotta get that bitch down there to sign that treaty, Queen Amidala, and then you gotta kill the 2 Jedi. And he's like, will do, sir, har, har, har. And so then, chat, he's like, fuck it, let's kill the 2 Jedi. Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon, they're just sipping on their tea. That's all they're doing. They're having a good time. But, then all the gaseous fumes. Oh, no, that's not what happens yet. No, so they should have put the gaseous fumes in there first, chat, but they kind of fucked up. Because they decided, let's blow up their fucking ship first. And I always felt bad for these 2 pilots here. They didn't deserve this, chat. They just flew the fuckers in there. They could have just let them go. But then, chat, the Hainer gun cannons, they all train on the Republic ambassadorship, and the lady's like, shields up, and fucking they explode. They're a dead. I always like that line. It was like, oh shit, okay, we're getting into the action already. I like that. Right, starting off right, chat, in my opinion. And so the gunship blows up. Fucking Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon are like, okay, something might be wrong now. So they're a little freaked out. And then all this poisonous gas starts to fill the boardroom, chat. And they're like, poisonous gas? Oh no! And then they hold their breaths for a long time. Show, think of the 20 biddies. I went with this bad movie review. Let's go. It's great, man. Is that regal? I think that's what they said. When Palpatine said, excuse me, we don't know it's Palpatine yet. When Sidious said, go ahead and kill the Jedi. And he went, is that regal? It is indeed regal. At least according to Darth Sidious. And so they hold their breaths. They fucking send the battle droids down there. And outside of this, what, chat? The battle droids, I don't mind the voice of the battle droids in this movie. They made them more cartoonish in 2 and 3. Where they have, because they sound like Roger, Roger. It's actually kind of a deep baritone voice. And then they went like, Roger, Roger. They sound like they do in the Clone Wars. Steve's like, what are we going to do? Aye, aye, aye. Like that kind of shit. But they had a much deeper voice in this first movie. And I kind of like that. And so they open the fucking thing. And the fucking, the protocol droid's like, oh my, oh dear. And she like waddles off, chat. And I'm like, where's the Jedi? Chap, we see the green and blue lightsabers activate, and they just start cutting these guys to shit. And I'm like, where the hell is Newt Gunray? We're gonna go right towards him. And Newt's like, fuck, that didn't work. Okay, close the goddamn deck doors. They're not getting in here, Jay. These are big old thick doors, Chad. They're not getting to the bridge at all. But fucking but Qui-Gon Jinn, he's gonna get there if he has anything to say about it. And this is a great scene too. This is actually a really cool scene. Force breath, that's actual power. That's the actual power. It's canon. And where while Obi-Wan he's holding off the battle droid shack. This is cool. I'm gonna give the movie this. This is again, it was a combination of some really cool CGI and a really good practical effect. And he's like, okay, fuck that blast door. He just jams his lightsaber in and just begins kind of twisting it, and slowly, because it's so hot, because the lightsaber is so hot, all the metal around the door starts to melt from where the lightsaber hit it. And Nute Gunray's like, oh, how is this possible? He's like, he's so scared, chat. And he's like, close more blast doors. And they close like a lot more blast doors, chat, until it's like, well, they're not going to get through. They didn't get through. And Qui-Gon's like, damn it. And Nute Gunray's like, where are my droidicas? And with like Jedi cannot stand the might of droidicas. And this, again, this is kind of cool, chat. That's why I don't think Episode 1's the worst movie in the prequels. We see these new types of battle droids are called, the Jedi call them destroyers. I prefer droidicas, as Nute Gunray pronounces them. That's the correct pronunciation in my opinion, Chad, droidicas. And these things like roll up like little like roly-poly beetles, and they get into like a standing position, and they have like these quadruple fucking like arm cannon. They go boom, 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 and they just start firing, and they got like bubble shields, and they're like master destroyers, and you gotta get out of there. Like they can't beat a destroyer, Chad. As we just heard from Nute Gunray, Jedis cannot defeat destroyers, so that's established right now. And so we gotta get the fuck out of here. And they then use the power of the Force, and they just run really quickly. It's a very strange effect when they go poo like the goddamn Flash, chat. It's like, all these new Force powers? There's a lot here, a lot of flippy jumps. Like Iron Man stabbing the door. That was cool. I like that effect. Jedi holding your breath really long. Okay, I'll allow it, but like fucking the Speed Force from like the Flash, that's a little too much for me. A little too much for me. And then Nute Gunray, like, where the hell are the Jedi? And they're like, sir, we've detected something in an air duct. And then, chat, we're in this big old hangar. And Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon, they get on one of the landing ships. Because now Nute Gunray, he's going, I'm just going to fucking attack the planet now and occupy the city of Thee, chat. It's the capital of Naboo. So I can capture Queen Amidala and have her sign the treaty. And so they're sneaking down there. Meanwhile, fucking, they're launching all the drop ships and everything. Nute Gunray, he calls Queen Amidala. He's like, hey, can you sign this? And she's like, yeah. Oh, chat, this is the thing. This is the first time we're introduced to Queen Amidala. Darkslayer, take with the 5 biddies. Force speed. Wait a minute, that's a new thing, I guess. It's speed, force speed. What? Dumb. The droids are a badass, bro. They are badass. The droidicas. And then we get this. I don't know why George Lucas decided to do this in Natalie Portman, chat. But it's like, hey, when we introduce her for the first time on screen, let's just have her decked out in just this super ostentatious outfit. And it's like, okay, so she's going to be like a really exaggerated, like, just big performance. No. She's going to be as monotone as possible. I don't know what the decision was for that, but she's like, Viceroy, you are clearly making an illegal action while entering our atmosphere. It's like, what the fuck is this? Why is she like on Ambien all of a sudden? It's a very strange choice. I don't know what that was for. I mean, it's part of the Nubian culture. I wasn't informed of that, chat. It's very bizarre. Ram Maverick, you're welcome. Only Star Wars movie I've seen is Rogue One. Hey, that's a good one. That's not a bad one, man. I like Rogue One a lot. Probably one of the better ones that come out in the last few years. And so he's like, oh, don't worry, we're going to have you sign the treaty. And she's like, well, we'll see what Senator Palpatine has to say about this. He's like, oh, yeah, we'll see. Yes. And so then, shall we cut to the planet? And who do we see talking to Queen Amidala via hologram chat, via space Skype? It's Senator Palpatine, chat, who will one day become Emperor Palpatine. He looks kind of nice. Doesn't look like a bad guy at all. You know, it's like, what happened? We will soon learn what happened. What led to Senator Palpatine's fall and giving rise to the Empire, chat. If we eventually do get there, I don't know. Maybe I will never review Attack of the Clones or Revenge of the Sith on this stream. We'll see. But he's like, I'm trying to have the Senate help us, and blah, blah, blah. And then it gets cut off. And, you know, this one guy at the beard, I guess he's the governor of Naboo, he says, invasion, they're invading now. And Amidala's like, Nute Gunray would never attack the planet. It's like, well, they're attacking the planet right now. That's what they're doing. Chat. So now we cut to all these drop ships landing. Ben Kenobi, Qui-Gon, they jump off of a chat, and they just start running. Because this big old droid evasion's happening, chat. And oh my God, Qui-Gon, who does he see right in front of him, chat? Oh, it's me, Jar Jar Binks. Hello. No, because Jar Jar, like, what he sees is, doesn't only see a very fucking angry Liam Neeson running towards him, chat, but he sees a goddamn droid armada. He sees tanks, he sees droids coming right at him. And Qui-Gon Jinn's like, get down, you dumb fuck! And he tackles him, chat. And Jar Jar's like, ah! And he tackles him, chat, and they go right over me, and he's like, oh, you means to save my life, me and in your debt. And so they try to establish, chat, that Jar Jar now has a life debt with Qui-Gon Jinn. That's not going to last very long. So good for Jar Jar. He picked well. Because Qui-Gon pushed him to the ground and prevented him from being killed by the droid ships. God damn you, Qui-Gon. This is why you died. This is why you got killed by Darth Maul. You could have saved us all from this character. And then, chat. Jar Jar, he's basically an obvious and very racist stereotype of a step-and-fetch-it character. That's what it is. It's like I'm watching Amos and Andy, chat. That's what Jar Jar is clearly based off of. And it's super offensive. And what kind of makes it even worse is that they have an actual black man playing him. I'm at best. Now, listen, I'm in context. Like, I feel really sorry for the guy and what he went through. Apparently, he was suicidal at one point in his life because of the negative reaction that he got from playing this character. I'm sure it affected his career and his livelihood as an actor for quite some time. You know, and I don't blame him. I don't blame him. He was paid. That was his job to do this. It was the direction he was given. This was the lines he was given by George Lucas and all the producers. So I don't blame him. You know, you gotta let it, and I've let it go at this point. Like, it exists. It happened. You know, I just make fun of it for fun at this point. Like, I have no hatred towards this anymore. All my hate, chat. See, hate, what did I tell you? Fear leads to anger, anger leads to hate, and hate leads to suffering. And I've let that go. I'm Anakin Skywalker, chat, at the end of Return of the Jedi, and I was just like, I just want to see the eyes of my son. That's all I want, and I can rest peacefully, okay? I can remember the good things, and I can die peacefully. Even though I fucked up a lot of people in my career as a Sith Lord, it doesn't matter. And I go peacefully, chat. That's where I am in my life of Star Wars. I let it go. I'm right there with you, Nabai. I let it go. I'm fucking Darth Vader at the end of Return of the Jedi. I'm like, okay, it happened. That's all we have. That's all we have now. And so, Obi-Wan, he shows up and he kills some battle droids with Qui-Gon Jinn. And they're like, we got to get to Theed. And Jar Jar's like, listen, you're not going to be able to get to Theed. That's like super far away, but I can take you to a hidden city under the depths of Naboo. And that's Gungan City. I don't know the name of it. I'm just going to call it Gungan City, chat. And he's like, okay, sure. Thanks for can you take us there? He's like, well, now that you mention it, I probably can't because I've been exiled. And they're like, why have you been exiled? And it's like, listen, Jar Jar, we really need your help. And he's like, fuck, fine. Okay, life debt and shit. Okay, I'll take you to the hidden city. And so then, chat, they dive into the water. They got these little breather things. But why do they need that, chat? They can hold their breath really long, obviously, as we learned before when they were in the poison room, the boardroom and shit. Doesn't matter. And so they're fucking swimming, chat. They're swimming in the water, and they see these giant bubbles. This giant bubble city. And they pass through it, and this effect does not look good. This is not held up. Like, on the outside, it's like, it looks like a nice little, Windows screensaver. I like when you go in there, it's like, yeah, this is all CGI. And I feel bad for Liam Neeson and Ewan McGregor because they are looking everywhere. Because they're being told on set, now look over there. Now look over there. It's like, I don't know what I'm looking at. I can't make eye contact. I see tennis balls. I'm going to look at tennis balls. And so I feel bad for them here. Gary, you can welcome to stream. Yoda the Pitmaster. Sure. Sure. And they're stopped by like a Gungan general. You sit there. And the judge is like, hello. And he's like, we exiled you, goddamn. We're going to take you to the big bad Boss Nass. And this character, chef, fuck. This character's terrible. So they take him there, and Boss Nass, he just does weird voices. And he's like, I don't want to help the Nubians. Fuck the Nubians. They look down on us. They think we're dumb. They think we're savages, so I want nothing to do with him. Qui-Gon's like, listen, I understand. We'd really appreciate if you could just give us transportation so we can get to the city. And Boss Nass is like, I'll allow it. I'll let you do your thing. I'm not going to mess with a Jedi, of course. I respect you because you gave me respect, which the Nubians never give me. So fuck them. You get to have a Gungan boat or whatever. I don't know what the fuck it is. Gungan sub. And you go through this weird trench thing, and there's filled with monster shit. We don't know that yet. And they're like about to leave. They think, thank you, Boss Nass. Thank you. But Qui-Gon, because he's a bleeding fucking heart, chat. Obi-Wan says, you know what? Fuck Jar Jar. I do not care. Obi-Wan's kind of a racist in this movie, chat. I realized, like, Obi-Wan has I think a thing against aliens, because obviously he doesn't like Jar Jar, but he also makes a comment later on in the movie, and I'll get to it again, where he refers to Anakin as a useless life form. I'm like, oh, that fucking established a great relationship right there. Oh, wow. It's like, it's pretty shitty. When he said that, Rocket Birdie, welcome to the stream. Do you remember that, chat? Where it's like, I'll be on this planet to pick up another useless life form. It's like, damn, dude. Okay, well, no wonder you fought him on goddamn Mustafar. It was not a great establishment of the relationship. A lot of resentment already built there. Because Obi-Wan didn't originally want to train Anakin. Qui-Gon did. Like, Qui-Gon thrusted that upon Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Obi-Wan Kenobi just became a Jedi Knight by the end of Phantom Menace, and so he was not, again, that's what led to Darth Vader. It was all Qui-Gon's fault in the end. And the Jedi were right. No, funny enough, the Jedi were right. Anyway, and so Qui-Gon's like, what's going to happen to Jar Jar? And Boss said, oh, we're going to kill that fuck. And he's like, I want you to kill him. Come on. Like, we need a guide through the evil trench of monsters. Can we take him? He's like, fucking take him. Fine. I don't give a shit. And so Jar Jar comes with him, chat. They go in the little boat. They go in the little Gungan sub boat. And they encounter all sorts of evil creatures. You encounter a giant fish. They encounter a giant squid. And they encounter even bigger, like Godzilla-esque fish that eats everything. And Qui-Gon has the line, always a bigger fish. And he says it in that same tone. There is no, like, there's always a bigger fish. Like, someone, like, you know, would sarcastically say that. No, just like, that's a lot of fish. Like, the fucking same way that Matthew Broderick said in Godzilla. Wow. I think George Lucas said in the movie, he's like, you know what? I want the same cadence for Qui-Gon that Matthew Broderick had in Godzilla. Exact. Terrible. Anyway, they eventually get out of there, chat. But before that, we cut back to the city of Naboo. The droids are there. This is kind of a cool scene. We get like the music playing and everything. It's like, okay, and they're occupying the city, and they capture the queen and shit. So you're gonna sign the treaty, goddammit. King DJ, thank you so much for the 20 minis. What's up, Chris? How's your night going? It's going great, man. I'm recounting the tale of Star Wars The Phantom Menace Episode 1. It's been great so far. I've been enjoying myself. Hope anyone else has been enjoying themselves. Apologies if I missed you saying hello. Again, let me raise my glass to you guys. May the wings of liberty and lose a feather. You're shaking the pillars of heaven tonight with your support. Thank you. Anyway. And thank you again for the 20 minis, King DJ. So, eventually they capture the queen. She's like, we'll never sign the treaty. And Newt Gunry's like, Are you sleepy or some shit? You're going to sign the treaty. Take her to the internment camps. Take her like concentration camps. Now, wouldn't it be an interesting plot point? They imply in this movie that the Trade Federation have set up concentration camps on Naboo, and they're forcing the people there to work to death. And we never see that. We never get a sense that the Nubian people are actually suffering. We're just told that they're suffering via the fat guy that with the beard. That's it. It's like, your people are starving to death. We never see. I want to see the suffering so we can hate Newt Gunray. I was like, I don't feel anything for anybody in this point. Anyway, I will never sign the treaty. He's like, God, take her to the concentration camps. I'm sure a few weeks without food will help. It's like, she'll probably die without a few weeks of food. It doesn't matter. Newt Gunray doesn't understand human anatomy, chat. So they're leading off, and fucking Obi-Wan, Qui-Gon, Jar Jar, they've infiltrated the city too, chat. They find the queen, like, oh, there's the fucking queen. And then they jump on them, chat. They destroy all the droids. Introductions was made. Hey, I'm Qui-Gon Jinn. This is Ben Kenobi. That's my slave, Frog Man. We're gonna help you out. And she's like, wonderful. Oh, great. You know, you're not very emotional, huh? Dark said, think of the 5 minis. That's a better plot than the goddamn trade negotiation. Agreed. A genocide. Genocide's a much better plot than fucking trade negotiations. Then you're invested. Because then here's the thing, chat. Then Anakin would have a reason to be like, I want to join you. Because people are being enslaved, and I was a slave, and I want to help free all the slaves. Doesn't it make more sense? And he's like, fucking, he like kills Newt Gunray at the end. She just fucking chokes him. That's what he should have done. Like, that's why Anakin should have been like 17, at the very least, this movie, 16, 17. You should have had him using the dark side abilities throughout this entire film. He, like, at the ends, he fucking chokes the shit out of Newt Gunray, like Darth Vader-esque or something. That would have been really cool. But we don't get that. We don't get that! Oh. The Beagles need more show, don't tell. Green Iron Laser. Oh, let me wait till we get the fucking Master Sifo Dyas in episode 2. Do you know who that is? You should, because he's the most important character when you think about it in the prequels. Established the clone army. We never knew. We never meet him. Anybody paid for it? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So they freed her, and are like, okay, we got to get you off the plane. We got to get you to Coruscant and get you to Senator Palpatine, and so you can tell the Republic and the Trade Federation has invaded because they don't know. Negotiations never took place. They tried to kill us. She's like, fine, let's go. But they have a couple characters. You had the governor who's like, I'm not joining you. I don't trust the Jedi. And he's like, fucking stay here, fat man, and die. Then you have Captain Panaka, Captain Panaka, and he doesn't trust the Jedi either. He's like, I don't feel comfortable about this, but I will stay by your side, my queen. And she's like, great. And so they eventually go to the hangar chat. And like, but it's under control of some droids, and we got like a really bad back and forth where Qui-Gon, again, just like there's no semblance of emotion, says, "Hello, I'm taking these people to Coruscant," and the droid's like, no, because the droid stops, he's like, "Where are you taking these prisoners?" And it's like, "I'm taking them to Coruscant," and the droid pauses and goes, "Where are you taking them?" "To Coruscant." Coruscant, yes. That doesn't compute. You're under arrest." It's like, that's dumb. It's like, no. And then they kill the droid. They got on the fucking ship. It doesn't matter. They get on the ship, but they realize that they've escaped and everything. And so the fucking Trade Federation is shooting at the ship, trying to disable Chet, not destroy, because they need the queen. Obviously, they need the queen. They're shooting that shit out of it. But it does get damaged. They're like, oh shit, if this thing doesn't get repaired right now, the ship will blow up. So let's send out the astromech droids, Chet. It's a whole bunch of astromech droids. They're up on repairing the ship right now. Each one gets blasted off. But there's one little astromech droid that fixes the ship, Chad. Who's that astromech? It's R2-D2, Chat. The R2-D2, one of the most important characters in the history of Star Wars. He repairs the ship, and they're like, who's that little droid? What's he doing? And this is kind of weird, because then Queen Amidala's like, present the droid to me. And they kind of like give R2-D2 some commendations. Like, he didn't get a goddamn medal in episode 4, but now they're fucking commending the droid. He's like, and I'm like, in hindsight, they didn't give him much. He's just like, hey, thanks. Can you clean him? He's dirty. That's pretty much what R2-D2 gets. Not a goddamn medal. Not laurels and shit, or like some time off or something. No, take a bath, you dirty fuck. And so Queen Amidala, she says, Padme, what? Padme? Because it's not established, Chad, who Padme Amidala, because we only know Queen Amidala's Queen Amidala. Padme is just one of her handmaidens. And she's like, Padme, clean the filthy robot. And she goes, I will do just that. And she starts cleaning Chad, and Jar Jar, he fucking bungles his way in, and they get a little bit of an interaction, Chad. And and they kind of establishing that, the Nubians and Gungans, they're not on the best of terms, but hey, fucking Padme and Jar Jar, they're talking to each other, they're having a good time. See, both of these worlds interact in chat. There is hope for the Nubians and the Gungans. In the end, maybe towards the end of the movie, they will make amends. We'll see. But now we're in the cockpit, chat, and they're like, shit, we can't, we're not going to be able to go to Coruscant. Our hyperdrive is completely fried. We got to land our goddamn ship in the nearest system. And Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan are like, what's the nearest system? And this fucking pilot says, this one, Tatooine, chat. And they're like, is the trade, well, thankfully Tatooine has no Trade Federation presence. And Panaka was like, well, whose presence is on there? Well, it's the Hutts. The Hutt cartel? Are you kidding me? We're not going to take our queen in the Hutt cartel. They'll sell us out. And he's like, listen, they're not looking for Queen Amidala right now. Everything should be fine. We're going to land the planet. We're on a site. And then we'll eventually get some parts that we need. We had one of the local towns. Darkslayer, thank you for the 5 minutes. I wonder if the handmaiden made Padme clean R2 because she secretly hated her. I bet that's it. She's like, you know what? I'm going to make this fucking queen clean that goddamn dirty droid. Oh, fuck. And funny enough, chat, Queen Amidala is played by Keira Knightley in the movie. So it's kind of cool. Went on to do like Pirates of the Caribbean, a bunch of, masterpiece theater type films and stuff. So they're going to Tatooine, chat, but fucking Newt Gunray, he's getting a space Skype call from Darth Sidious, chat. Like, what's going on, Darth Sidious? Darth Sidious asking, so, hey, has Queen Amidala signed the treaty? Well, she didn't. We actually lost her. And, yeah, we're trying to get her back, though. He's like, you fucks, fine. I'm going to send him out. Who are you going to send out? I'm going to send out my apprentice, Darth Maul. And then we see him, chat, for the first time. He's he's like 3 feet taller than Palpatine, too. It's a very weird kind of setup they have. I don't know if Palpatine's sitting, or excuse me, Darth Sidious is sitting, chat, but Maul is like especially tall. When he enters, like right behind Palpatine, it's like, wow, I thought he was a giant at first. I was like, whoa, he's like 7 feet tall, but he's not. He's about the same size as Sidious. It doesn't matter. And they're like, he'll go after them, and then they're like, oh shit, okay. And then one of Newt Gunray's friends, who's also very racist Asian stereotype, ask him like, hi, why didn't you tell him about the Jedi? He's like, listen, we're not going to bother telling him because we got nothing to report, okay? we'll tell him what happened to the Jedi later. So then, we cut back to Tatooine, and, you know, Qui-Gon, he's like, I'm going to go out and find some parts of the ship, got to find new hyperdrive, got it. We're going to check out Mos Espa, Chad. Not Mos Eisley, it's a whole new settlement in Tatooine. Not just one spaceport for the hive of scum and villainy. There's other hives of scum and villainy on Tatooine, Chad. And he goes out, taking Jar Jar with him, because of course, why not? He needs comedic relief. He needs a laugh in there, Chad. Maybe he'll die, we'll see. But... and then this is the dumbest part in the movie, chat, where he says, Obi-Wan, stay in the ship. Why? It would have been so much better if you actually brought Obi-Wan with you so you can have the interactions of Anakin. I don't understand the choice to keep him on the ship for this next 45 minutes of the movie. It's so bizarre to me. And so he stays in the ship, but Queen Amidala, she has a request. Take my dirty handmaiden with you, Padme. And he's like, I don't want to do that. He's like, you're going to fucking do it. He's like, fine, come with me. All right. And so, you know, they go into town, chat. And they're like, we got to find a place to buy a hyperdrive. Jar Jar steps in some bantha poodoo, chat. That's some bantha shit. He's like, oh, squish, no likey. And so they eventually go to the shop, chat. And there they find the Jewish stereotype. Watto, chat. Yes, I offer you a good deal. I love the money. It's like, oh my god. You covered all your bases, George. Black stereotypes, Jewish stereotypes, Asian stereotypes. What's next? What other ethnic or racial or cultural background can he do a parody of, chat? Oh my god. What's everybody don't they hit on the prequel? That's a good question. Jewish icon Wasnik, Jewish icon Watto. And he's like, hey man, we need ourselves a Nubian hyperdrive. He's like, Nubians, they're nice. He's like, oh my god, I have just the thing, it's very expensive. And so they go off and check the thing, and then chat, we're introduced to him. It's little Anakin Skywalker, and he's a slave, but he's not a slave, chat. He's a person, and his name is Anakin. And Waddle says, entertain the woman. I'm gonna go show him the hyperdrive. And the first words out of Anakin's mouth are you an angel? And Padme's like, what? And he goes, oh yeah, I mean, angels, they're supposed to be the most beautiful race in the galaxy. On the moons of Diego, I think. It's what all the spacers and traders talk about. And then, Chad, this is the start of the weirdest fucking courtship in cinematic history, where you have a 9-year-old, like, chat, think about it. This 9-year-old boy and this 15, 14-year-old girl will later produce Luke Skywalker and Leia Organa. Just fucking weird that they had them be such a dramatic age difference. Where it's like, I mean, honestly, Padme could have looked older. She could have been older than fucking 14, 15. I think she was when she made this movie, Natalie Portman. And it's just odd to me. And it's like, no, this doesn't sit well at all. I never bought this. Very strange decision on George Lucas' part. I just don't get it. I really don't get it. Maybe he made Anakin so young to appeal to children at the time. I just don't get it. He's putting the moves on. He's trying. He's hitting on as best he can. And she goes, so you're like, you're a slave here? And he has the whole line, I'm not a slave, I'm a person. My name is Anakin. She's like, shit, man. All right, I got badass over here. And he starts talking about other things. I don't remember what it is. Jar Jar's doing dumb shit. Eventually, Qui-Gon and Watto, they come back. And, you know, Watto's like, I mean, you know, you're better off buying another ship, man. I mean, it's very expensive with a lot of money. And Qui-Gon's like, listen, I'll give you, I got 20,000 Republic credits, okay? I mean, that'll cover the hyperdrive. And Watto's like, Republic credits? That is shit. You insult me by trying to give me 20,000 Republic credits. And Qui-Gon's like, no, 20,000 credits is fine. And Watto's like, no, they won't. This is actually a good scene. And Qui-Gon's like, 20,000's fine. Watto's like, no, they won't. What the fuck? What's this? What's this? What are you doing here? You doing? They think you're a Jedi or something? I'm a Toydarian, man. Mind tricks don't work on me, okay? Only money. And that's all that works on Chad's money. And, you know, Qui-Gon's like, we're going to go take our business elsewhere. And so they leave. And Watto is talking to Anakin. And he's like, he's a scumbag, that guy. He won't give me the money. And he won't give me the money. Little Andy boy, you're so cute, dude, like a little pumpkin boy, yeah. And so Andy's like, yeah, I kind of like them. And he's like, shut up. Watto has like a soft heart thing for Anakin, even though he's a bomb inside of him. It's kind of fucked up, we learn later. And he's like, clean the racks, you can go home. Yippee! And so that's what they do. And Watto goes, one last. And then we cut to fucking Qui-Gon, Padme, and Jar Jar. They're out in the bazaar of Mos Espa, chat. Jar Jar gets in some fucking trouble. He starts eating shit he's not supposed to. That's like, you gotta pay for that. This weird amphibian chicken creature, he instantly eats it. And the goddamn Uncut Gems, the story Watto's demise. Yes! I want a cut of Uncut Gems, chat, but it's Watto instead of Adam Sandler. That's what I want. This is how I win. Oh, fuck, I'm going to come. Can you imagine, chat? Watto saying, I'm gonna come. Show me the 20 days. I just want that now. Oh my god, that'd be the greatest. I'm going to come everywhere. Yeah. That's how I win. I'm sorry, chat. That just fucking tickled me pink. I love that. So the shop owner says, that costs 20 goddamn credits. What are you doing? 20 credits. Bleh! He spits it out, chat. But he spit, which is kind of, it is rude on Jar Jar's part. It's like assault, chat. It's pretty much assault. Where he literally spits this frog chicken creature onto Sebulba, chat. And he is a dud. And I actually like Sebulba's design here. It's a cool design. Another positive about this movie. Another full CGI creature, but he's so weird looking. Where he walks on his arms, but his feet are like he uses for hands. It's just different. And I was like, okay, it's kind of unique. And he's about to just beat the shit out of Jar Jar. Justifiably so. But then, chat, who comes in there to save the day? Fucking Anakin. And Anakin uses the power of sarcasm to de-escalate the fight. And he's like, yeah, Sebulba's not even worth it. And he's like, I'm going to kill you, kid. He's like, ha ha, maybe you will, maybe you won't, we'll see. So sarcastic. And so Sebulba, he goes off. And Anakin, and they're like, oh, hi, guys, how you doing? Like, Anakin clearly was fucking stalking Padme. That's what he was doing, okay? He didn't even finish cleaning those racks. He cleaned them like half-assedly, I bet. And he has just been watching Padme the entire time. Creeper. And he's a creeper all the way till the end of the prequel trilogy, chat. I always dreamed of you when you were away. It's like, what the hell? Why would you say that to a woman? You know, you're seeing for the first time in 10 years. Gross, dude. So again, they don't teach many social skills in the Jedi Academy, I think, chat. A lot of laser training, a lot of, using the Force and peering in each other's minds and shit, but no social skills, no ethics. That's what you got. And they're like, yeah, it's funny running into you here. He's like, well, so where you guys going? We're going back to our ship right now. And Anakin's like, there's going to be like a sandstorm soon. I'm like, how far away is your ship? Oh, we're just parked on the outskirts. The outskirts? You'll never get there in time. Come home with me, Padme. And I guess the others can join me too. And they're like, sure, why not? And so they go there, chat. Also, Anakin has like a brief interaction with this old woman where she says, my bones, I feel the sand coming in my bones. And we all know Anakin hates fucking sand, chat. I mean, he says, like, I hate sand, but, I mean, we really know that he hates sand when we get to episode 2. For now, he's just like, sand's an inconvenience for me at this moment. But he has a special appreciation for it later. And so he's like, come home with me. And they go there, chat. And he just said, hey, Mom, I'm home. And this poor fucking Shmi, chat. First of all, her name is Shmi. Not a great name. Shmi Skywalker. And he's like, hey, I brought these guests. Now, chat, remember, we're on fucking Tatooine. Oh, Darkseid, think of the 5 minutes. Anakin has no work ethic. None whatsoever. Although apparently he also says, well, he's a pilot. He does like to build shit. But in this case, when he saw that 14-year-old, he's like, I want that. I'm going to dream of that for the next 10 years. And that's what he's doing. Then work ethic be damned. Thank you again, Darkseid of the 5 biddies. And now, chat, remember, so he invites these 3 strangers home. This is Tatooine, a planet which is renowned to be a hive of scum and villainy. And his mother's just like, who the fuck are these people? And she's like, fuck, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And he's like, I just brought these people here. They're okay. Also, Anakin saw Qui-Gon's lightsaber at one point. It doesn't matter. We'll come at that later. And so he's talking. Anakin just wants to talk to Padme. And he's like, hey, let me show you this protocol droid I've been working on. They go over there, chat. And Qui-Gon's like, your son is so precocious. My name is Qui-Gon. And he was kind enough to give a shelter. And Shmi's like, I don't know who the fuck you are. What did you say to my son? But I'll let this pass right now. But don't you touch him. And he's like, okay, cool. And Jar Jar does some goofy shit. But then shit, oh, we get to it. We're introduced to the protocol droid that Anakin's been working on, and it's C-3PO, chat. Without the plates, without the gold plates. And it's like, whoa, Darth Vader created C-3PO? Wow, my mind is blown. It's dumb. It's so dumb, chat. It's not necessary. C-3PO did not need to be in these movies. You know what? He could have been in Revenge of the Sith. That would have been fine. We didn't even R2-D2 in these movies. It's not necessary. But he activates him, chat. We get a goofy scene because he's not all put together. He's all exposed parts and shit. And he deactivates him again. And there's like some more weird bonding between Padme and Anakin. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And then eventually, oh yeah, we cut to because this is what happens. We cut to the fucking Nubian shuttle, Queen Amidala, and she contacts the governor of Naboo, who's saying, hey, people are dying in the concentration camps. You need to sign the treaty. So how much time has passed? A lot of people have already died. He says, like, thousands of people are dying. It's like, it's been like, what, a day and a half? I don't know how time works in the universe, in this galaxy, chat. It's weird. But the thing is, like Qui-Gon said, like, don't use long-distance communication. Even Obi-Wan said, don't use long-distance communication. You're staying on the ship, Obi-Wan. You're supposed to prevent this. Because now the Trade Federation knows where he is, where the Nubian ship is. And fucking Darth Sidious knows. He said, hey, Darth Maul, you had a cool conversation. Another good moment in the movie, chat, where Darth Maul and Darth Sidious are talking on Coruscant. So they're on Coruscant. That's where the Jedi are. Oh, that's interesting. And, you know, Darth Sidious is like, hey, go to Tatooine. Kill the fucking, or no, get the queen, sign the treaty, kill everyone else on there. And Darth Maul says, at last, master, we will make a return at last. We shall have our revenge. The Sith will have the revenge of the Sith. And, Sidious is like, you've been well-trained, Maul. There'll be no match for you. It's like, oh, shit, Maul's gonna get it. And this is the only time when Maul talks in the film. He gets no other dialogue except a line later on. when he gets in his duel with Obi-Wan. But then he sent the fucking Tatooine. And then eventually we cut to a dinner chat between all the characters, between Qui-Gon, Shmi, and Anakin. And Anakin, I forgot about this in the movie chat. It's fucking nuts. Where Anakin just says, like, yeah, we're slaves, and, like, we have bombs implanted in us. And that's why we can't leave. Because if we try to leave, and he does, like, I never realized this, where he goes, boom, like, on the table, and it's like, Jar Jar goes, how rude. And I blocked that out because I don't know at the time I didn't know what the fuck they were talking about. Because I thought Jar Jar was being annoying, and Jake Lloyd's just not conveying the line with enough gravitas, I think. And all of that whole very important plot point is just not established to me. But they literally have bombs placed inside their bodies. And Anakin, he says, is actively looking for where the bomb is in his body. It's like, wow, that's fucked up. And then we get a really cool conversation where Anakin, because he mentioned, I'm a great pilot and shit, and I want to be in a pod racing. And Shmi's like, I want you to be a pod racer. No, it's too dangerous. And he's like, I built my own pod racer. Otto will let me drive it. You crash Otto's pod racer. He's like, but he doesn't know about this one, yada, yada, yada. And we get to a very important conversation, chat. Because Qui-Gon, he has a plan. He gets an idea. And but after annoying till Anakin sees something, he's like, "Are you a Jedi?" And Qui-Gon's like, "How do you know I was a Jedi?" Because I saw your laser sword, and maybe I killed a Jedi, I took it from him. And he's like, "Nah, no one can kill a Jedi." Ha ha! Little do you know. And Qui-Gon's like, "Well, nothing getting past you, and yes, I am indeed a Jedi, and I am on a top secret mission. I got to get this very important woman to Coruscant to establish this trade treaty, and there's a trade federation. Oh, you're falling asleep. Oh, but there's laser swords and there's fights and shit." He's like, "Whoa, that sounds cool." And he's like, "You know what? I think this whole pod racing thing sounds like a good idea. I like it." Shmi's like, "What the fuck are you doing? He's my son." No. And eventually she sends Anakin to bed and everything. But then the next day, chat, because they have a conversation where Shmi eventually agrees, like, okay, he can be in the race or whatever. And then Qui-Gon tells Anakin, tell your boss that I'll sponsor you in the race. And Anakin's like, yippee! And he does that. They go talk to Watto. And Watto's like, hey, you want the little pumpkin boy to go into it? And he's like, yes. And here's the thing. Like, I'll even sell you my pod racer that I have to sponsor him. And we can get like 50% of the profits right there, okay? And Watto's like, fucking sounds good to me, man. I like it. You got a goddamn deal. And they shake on chat. So now he's going to get 50% of the profits and the stuff that he's going to get for the parts, the hyperdrive for the ship. He's like, great. And then, chat, we get like a really dumb scene where Anakin and Jar Jar are helping put together his pod racer. It doesn't matter. Padme's upset because she's like, why are you trusting this 9-year-old boy who's always creepily following me and staring at my ass? And he's like, listen, let him stare at your ass. We gotta get the fuck off of this dirtball, okay? And she's like, fine, whatever. He's always creeping, chat. Anakin's always creeping, staring at that Padme ass. But then we get a really interesting scene where, when Qui-Gon's watching Anakin put together the pod racer, and then Shmi comes out, and, because Qui-Gon's like, so I want to talk to you about something. He's like, he has like all these instincts. He's very good intuition. Like, those are kind of hinting at that he has force abilities, like a Jedi. And it's like, who's this kid's father? And she's like, he doesn't have a father. He's like, what do you mean doesn't have a father? He's like, I got preggo one day. Natural, immaculate conception, if you will. I carried him, I shot him out, and I've been raising him ever since. And Qui-Gon goes, it might be the chosen one. Ooh, it might be the chosen one, chat. And then later that night, we get the establishment of something really dumb in the Star Wars universe. He's like, Annie, I need to take your blood. And he's like, okay. And he fucking takes his blood, chat, and they bond and shit. He's like, all right, go to bed, I'm done talking. And then he calls Obi-Wan. Do you remember Obi-Wan's in this movie? He's like, Obi-Wan, I forgot about you for like 35 minutes. Hey, I need you to analyze this blood sample for me. I need to check the metachlorian count. What's metachlorian, chat? We don't know yet. We'll establish it later on. But it's something important to do with the Jedi. And Obi-Wan's like, sure. And he plugs it in there, chat. He's like, whoa, this metachlorian count's over 20,000. That's even higher than Master Yoda. And Qui-Gon goes, holy shit, I've hit the gold mine at this kid. And I think at one point, like, we cut to the, then we get the really shitty comment, I believe, of Obi-Wan saying, Master, I'm getting the sense you're interested in picking up another useless life form. So again, I bet Anakin heard that or something, and he's like, who the fuck's that asshole that just called me a useless life form over your little intercom? Like, he knew already, Chad. He was interested in Obi-Wan. He's like, you were the fuck that called me a useless life form later on. So I think they're already establishing some negativity, Chad. Which led to Revenge of the Sith, I think. That resentment was boiling for over 10 goddamn years. And that's why Obi-Wan's like, I always thought you were worthless! And he cut off his limbs. But then we get like a shot of Darth Maul. He lands on cool fucking ship, the Sith Infiltrator. He lands, sends out his probe droids, chat, and he's gonna track down a cool speeder bike. Again, Darth Maul looks really cool, and he's gonna like, okay, I'm gonna go search for the ship and for Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi. Next day, chat, okay, it's the day of the race. And they're meeting at the pod racing hangar, and fucking Watto, he's having the time of his life. He's so excited, and we got fucking Sebulba there. He's being treated. I mean, he's got like 2 Twi'lek women, chat, just rubbing his feet hands and his hand feet. He's having a great time. And Watto's like, I bet everything on Sebulba. And Qui-Gon's like, why did you do that? Why did you bet on Anakin? Because Sebulba always wins. He always wins. And Qui-Gon's, you know what? Let's do a wager. Let's do a wager here. Right now. How about this? Why don't you give me, this is what we'll do. If Anakin wins, I get his freedom, Shmi's freedom, and I get the all the parts and all the winnings that we previously agreed to. And if I lose, I will bet my ship. And fucking Watto's like, oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I like that. But the slave thing, I just don't know. He's like, what about my pod? I'll give you my pod racer. And he's like, nah, 2 slaves. No, a pod racer is not worth as much as 2 slaves. And he's like, well, the boy then. Establishing that Qui-Gon does not give a shit about Shmi. And it's an interesting question I said before, chat, I posed to you, where Qui-Gon arrived the planet not to free the slaves, just to save his ass. He's like, fuck the slaves. I don't care about these mud people. And that's what establishes like how corrupt the Jedi Order actually is, chat. They're doing shitty things like this. Like, and Anakin's like, why don't you just free the slaves? Why don't you just do that? And we never that would have been a really cool emotional arc for this character, where you realize the Jedi never cared about doing all these things. It's just it's just always, all the shit's just always by the book. always what the Republic wants. That would be, and then instilling in Anakin, the Republic's corrupt. It needs to be destroyed, and something else needs to replace it, like the Empire, Chad. Like, they could have established it so much, but they don't do that. And that's why Qui-Gon's just playing with the eyes of these guys. So he's like, okay, for the boy. And Watto's like, you know what? Anakin's worth more, so what we'll do, leave up to a game of chance. I got a little chance cube right here. Blue, if it lands on blue, you get Anakin. If it lands on red, you get Shmi. And he fucking rolls it, chat, but it's a trick die, so it's always gonna land on red. And Qui-Gon, he uses his fucking force abilities. I'm gonna make sure it lands on blue. It lands on blue. And Watto's like, ah! Fuck you! And he flies away, chat. Oh! It's your boy BC. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. You're my new Huckleberry. Hope you're doing very well today. Qui-Gon's a very heavy gambler. He really is. So, eventually, so they're all doing a little meeting. They're setting Anakin up. They got him onto the goddamn starting line, chat. But fucking Sebulba's there, too. And he's a piece of shit. He's a cheater, chat. He uses all sorts of nefarious tactics to get ahead. And he fucks up Anakin's pottery. He, like, rips something off of it or something. It doesn't really matter. And then everyone takes their seats and shit. We get a cameo appearance by a very CGI bloated Jabba the Hutt, chat, with Bib Fortuna, chat's in this movie. And we also get these two fucking announcers with these giant, like, CGI heads, and they are terrible, terrible. And the thing is, chat, like, the pod race is an interesting idea. It's the NASCAR of Star Wars, except with more explosions. I like that. But it just goes on for way too long. And, I mean, I'm not even gonna, like, cover it because, okay, they fucking start the race. Anakin can't start because his thing's missing and shit. Eventually, he does start it. All the various racers, they all go out in ways. Like, they're either killed by Tusken Raiders, they smash into, like, rocks and stuff. Eventually, it's all down to Sebulba and Anakin. And, fucking, eventually, when they're neck and neck the entire time. The finish line's right there, chat. But they do, like, they somehow connect their pod racers together. So they're like, we can't get out, we can't escape. And Anakin, he just fucking, I'm just gonna go faster. I'm gonna make the decision to go faster than Sebulba. And he does that, chat, and Sebulba's pod just fucking explodes. But Sebulba doesn't die. Yeah, matter of fact, he goes, he just spins out, chat. And he's like, all of his big old engines are gone, and he has the famous line, Poodoo, which means shit, I lost. And then Anakin, he crosses the finish line. Shad's like, yay, Annie, everyone's excited. Watto's terribly upset, Shad. There's a cameo appearance by Warwick Davis. He's another one of the gamblers there. Darth Maul probe droid's like, this is interesting. Let's see what's all this going on. Eventually, fucking Qui-Gon Jinn, he goes to see Watto. And Watto's like, I've lost everything. Everything. My shop is gone. I'm hundreds of thousands of credits in debt. I don't have a pod racer anymore, and I've lost my best slave boy. And Qui-Gon's like, pay up, motherfucker, you gotta do. He's like, he pays him, chat. Watto exits the movie until episode 2, when he is still living in destitution. It's not looking good for Watto. But then, we have to have her goodbyes, because Anakin's obviously so excited. He's like, yay, yippee, I can't wait. Mom, we're going to go to the Jedi Temple. I'm going to become a Jedi. It's going to be great. You're going to be there. And Shmi's like, hey, honey, he didn't, I'm not coming. And he's like, what are you talking about? Like, Watto wouldn't put me up to the bet, the gamble, so you gotta go with this strange man you met, like, literally 48 hours ago. And he's like, no, Mom, I love you. He's like, sorry, that's the way it's gotta be. The movie's still gotta keep going. And, who is this person? Thank you, so John Got the Juice. That's a good name, my friend. John Got the Juice. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a fantastic night. Just doing a review for Star Wars Episode 1, chat, The Phantom Menace. It's a good time. And so he's like, I don't want to leave. She's like, it's the way it's gonna be. I got a bomb inside me, by the way. A lot of people miss that in the film, but I literally have a bomb somewhere inside me. And, I mean, Qui-Gon, here's the thing, chat. Qui-Gon went, you know what, fuck it. He could have just gone to Watto and just, like, threatened to kill him. He's like, hey, I'm gonna kill you if you don't free his mom. At this point, like, I mean, you have nothing. You have nothing to lose. All you have is your life, man. And Watto should have just freed her. That would have been interesting. But no, Qui-Gon's like, no, fuck, I don't care about the mud people slaves. It's like, that's kind of shitty, Qui-Gon. And then you get the whole scene, chat, where fucking Annie's got the Charlie Brown, like, walk on, but he runs back to his mom. He's like, I love you, Mom. I'm going to come back for you. I'm going to come back and free you and free all the slaves. She's like, sure. We'll see. No, we do, chat, we do. And then he goes away. And they're I think like Jar Jar and Padme, they go back first or something, so they're on board. Oh, Chris Harris in the 10 minis. I gotta say, this is the one scene where I agree, Chris Harris. He's legitimately giving a good performance in this scene, in this moment. He's doing a good job. I agree. Jedis don't kill. I mean, they sometimes do. They sometimes do. Fucking Luke killed a whole bunch of people in Return of the Jedi. He was killing a whole bunch of people. He killed a whole bunch of people in Empire Strikes Back. He didn't give a damn then. All this talk is making me thirsty, chat. Excuse me. And so eventually they walk back. And Anakin's like, my little feet hurt. I'm tired, Qui-Gon, sir. And Qui-Gon looks behind me. He says, that's fucking Darth Maul. Anakin, get down. And then, Chad, we get a lightsaber battle between Qui-Gon Jinn and Darth Maul. They are just fucking, lightsaber battling. And he's like, Anakin, get to the ship and tell him to start it up. And he waddles over there, Chad. And the Obi-Wan's like, what the fuck's happening? He's like, two lightsabers. He's like, shit. And we're gonna fly, like, we're gonna start the thing, and we're gonna fly, like, right over Qui-Gon so he can force jump up. And he flies over, Qui-Gon jumps up there, chat. And Qui-Gon, he has not gotten into a lightsaber battle in many a time, chat. He's like, jeez, oh boy, that was a rough one. I couldn't beat him. Oh, by the way, Anakin Skywalker, Obi-Wan Kenobi, I'm Obi-Wan Kenobi, Anakin Skywalker. This guy's gonna call your limbs off someday. That'll be fun. And they fucking shake hands, chat. They're like, nice to meet you, Mr. Obi-Wan Kenobi. He's like, nice to meet you, you useless life form. I mean, Anakin. And then, chat, they're flying off and things. We get a weird, again, another awkward scene between Padme and Anakin. That's like, I don't like this. Where Anakin gives her, and it's this wooden necklace totem that she wears up until her death when they bury her with it. But she treats him like her little baby brother or like her child in this scene. She like tucks him in and shit. It's like, this is just a weird relationship. I don't like where this is going. But then they head to Coruscant. Anakin's like, whoa! And it's like, Coruscant, this is kind of an interesting design for a planet, chat. Coruscant is one giant city. That's what it is. All CGI and shit. And they land down there, and Queen Amidala's like, I gotta go talk to Senator Palpatine's there. He's like, oh, thank God, I'm glad you're okay. Did you sign the treaty? And he's like, I didn't sign the treaty. He's like, maybe you didn't sign the treaty. And it's like, you know what, don't worry about it. We're gonna go talk to the Senate and tell them about the war going on in Naboo. So let's go over there and, fucking Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan, he's like, all right, Andy, we're gonna go take you to the Jedi Council to see if you can become a Jedi. He's like, that's fucking gonzo. Yes, he says those words, chat. And he also asks the question, what are midichlorians, Master Qui-Gon, sir? And he's like, midichlorians, Anakin. Those are microscopic organisms in your bloodstream. And they prove if you can become a Jedi or not. Now, Chad, as we all knew from the original trilogy, anyone could become a Jedi if they fucking just practiced and believed in the Force and shit. Anyone could do it. But no, now you have to be you gotta be a fucking pure blood son of a bitch. Little microscopic organisms in your DNA to become from a Jedi. That's why I hate it. I hate the establishment of midichlorians, chat. And that's why you barely ever hear them mentioned ever again throughout the history of Star Wars. Occasionally they'll crop up again, maybe in Star Wars The Clone Wars, but for the most part, they're exorcised from the franchise. And so they fucking go to the Senate. And, fucking he's Darth Sidious, by the way. Palpatine's always whispering in Amidala's ear. He's like, yeah, you should sign the treaty. He's like, I'm not going to do that. He's like, what the fuck you want me to do about it? He's like, I don't know, something. He's like, okay, well, what we can do is we can establish a vote of no confidence where then we can have an election for a new chancellor, maybe me, and I can send fucking troops there to get the Trade Federation out. And she's like, that's kind of cool. And so they go to Chancellor of Valorum, Chad, who's Zod, by the way, which is kind of neat. And they say, Zod, I have no confidence. What's the fucking line, chat? I want to establish a vote of no confidence in the Chancellor. And fucking Zod's like, oh my God, that's a mood killer. And Palpatine, he's just like, yes. And he's so happy, chat. And then he goes back to Amidala after they establish the meeting, wherever. He says, hey, guess what? We're going to have an emergency election. It's between me, the fucking goat man from Return of the Jedi, and some schmuck I'm probably going to kill in the season of the Clone Wars. So we're fucking golden. It's probably going to be me. And she's like, I've abandoned my people for too long. I must go back. Listen, it's going to be like in 24 hours. It'll be fine. She's like, nope, going to go back to Naboo. He's like, fuck, fine, go back to Naboo. Do what you want. But then, chat, we cut back to Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan, and they're presenting Anakin to the Jedi. Oh, actually, right before they do that, they go to talk to the Jedi Council, and Qui-Gon's like, "Hey guys," and already you could tell there was some tension between Qui-Gon and Yoda and Mace Windu. Samuel L. Jackson, Chad, who's barely in this movie, he doesn't do anything but sit. That's all he does, and he plays fucking mind games with Anakin. And Qui-Gon's like, "Hey, I bet this kid I found, hey, Yoda, he's like has more midichlorians than you." And Yoda's like, he bristles what the fuck you mean? he has more midichlorians than I do. He's like, "Hey, I think he's the chosen one." Mace Windu's like, "Fuck you, I don't believe you." He's like, "I'll prove it." And brings in Anakin, chat. And they start doing all these tests on him and things. And he fucking, what do you see? I see a speeder. It's like a screen. These things, the images pop up. It's a speeder. It's a speeder, chat. A cup. It's a cup, chat. It's a house. It's a house. He's like, okay, this kid knows some shit. But Yoda's like, wait, I want to pick this kid's brain. How do you feel, Annie? He's like, "I feel cold, sir." "Why do you feel cold? What's wrong?" "Oh, I miss my mother." "You miss your mother?" He misses his mother, guys. Oh, Yoda's a son of a bitch in this movie, chat. You miss her. "Are you afraid that you never see her again?" He's like, "I am afraid." "Oh, he's afraid. He's afraid." Well, as we all know, fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. And hate leads to suffering. No Jedi for you. He's too old. And Qui-Gon's like, "Really? All that? You were fucking like, you were asking him some gotcha questions, Yoda." Yoda's like, "Bah, I don't care." And then Qui-Gon's, fuck it, I'll train him myself. And Obi-Wan's like, "What about me? What about me? Your actual apprentice?" And, "Nah, you're good." Obi-Wan, like, he's ready to be a Jedi Knight. And Obi's like, "Well, I'm ready for the trials." And you could just tell Mace Windu and Yoda are like, this is a bad idea. "Yeah, okay, well, we'll allow Obi-Wan to go through the trials, but are you sure you want this? Are you sure you want to do this?" Qui-Gon's like, "Yup." And I bet Qui-Gon just did that to fucking spite them. Not for any other reason. Just like, you know what? Fuck you guys. You're always looking down on me. You always like saying I have to maintain the specific order, all these rules and regulations. He went, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to train this kid just to spite you. And that spite Burr the Sith Lord, chat. Not a smart decision by Qui-Gon. But eventually, they're like, okay, we got to go back to Naboo at this point. Queen Amidala, she's very mad about the situation, so we're just going to go back there, and we're going to try to reestablish order. So they all get back in the ship, chat, they head out. But they're like, we don't have an army. Fucking, they're having the election right now, so everything's kind of frozen. I don't know why we actually went out in the first place. And she's like, I bet the Gungans have an army. Let's go. Jar Jar, you know the Gungans. Let's go down there and talk to them. So they park the ship right next to the Gungan city, chat. Jar Jar, he goes in there and says, no one's there. The whole city's abandoned, chat. He's like, shit. Well, that's not good. Jar Jar's like, but I think I know where they are. They go to like this sacred ground in times of moi moi badness. And so in the moi moi badness times, chat, they're going to go to this sacred holy ground with the tiki heads. And that's where we go next. And fucking Queen Amidala, she's just like, please, Boss Nass, help me. And Boss Nass is like, I don't know. I don't trust you. I just have no reason to trust you. And then, chat, we get the big fucking reveal. Because the handmaiden Padme, chat, she steps out. She's no queen. I am your queen. I have hidden my identity throughout the entire movie for some reason. And so I am, in fact, the queen. And he's like, that was kind of cool. All right, you get my army. I trust you now. It's like, what? Okay. Also, Jar Jar is now a general. You're a general now, Jar Jar. Okay. And Boss Nass, he loves Jar Jar for some reason. I miss your mother. That would have been a great fucking comeback, Joey. They are assholes, Rocket Bird. They absolutely are. Terrible. Oh, going to Coruscant was so boring. This is like, okay, really nothing was accomplished here. You could have not even gone to Coruscant. You just fucking did hologram. You could have done Space Skype. Would have made him out. You still would have gotten to the same point anyway. Just being Space Skype calls. I'm getting mad. I'm getting flustered. And so, like, okay, so we're going to come up with a plan. This is what we're going to do. We're going to do the Return of the Jedi method here, okay? So we're going to have the Gungans be the distraction to get most of the droid forces out of Theed. We are then going to infiltrate the city of Theed with a small crack team. And we're going to capture Newt Gunray along with the Jedi. And then our ships they're going to launch from the Theed hangar. They're going to take down the droid control ship, which will then take down the army, and so the Gungans won't be slaughtered. Good deal. Let's break, team. Let's go. Let's do our thing. And so, chat. The Gungans, they set up shop right there. Fucking droid armies there. Fucking battle between the droid army and the Gungans. Jar Jar is goofy. Stupid things happen. A lot of Gungans died, which I appreciate. A lot of them die. And it was kind of cool, though, because Gungans like, okay, that's kind of a cool effect they have. They create this giant bubble shield, and the droids are like shooting at it, like they can't blast through that. But the big weakness here, because the droids realize like, fuck, we're metal, we can just walk through this, and they walk through this, and they just begin slaughtering all the Gungans. Hilarious. But now, chat, we're in the Theed city, and they've got control of the hangar, and all the ships are launching right now in the space to take down the droid control ship. Some of them are getting blasted out of the sky and shit. Qui-Gon says, okay, Anakin, you stay in here right now, okay, while we go do our business. We gotta get business done. He's like, yes, sir, Master Qui-Gon, sir. And so he waits there. R2-D2's there with him, chat. Like, R2 and Anakin, they have a bit of a connection. And like, okay, let's go get new gunnery, chat. But then we get probably the best just scene in the movie, just how it's set up, because the bum 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 bum. It's fucking Darth Maul, chat. He walks out, he lifts up his head, and they're like, ah, shit, it's Darth Maul. And Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan are like, don't worry, we'll handle this. You go out and get the racist Asian stereotype. And then we get a super cool scene, chat, where Darth Maul, he just fucking decloaks, takes everything off, shows off that hot black and red bod. And fucking Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon, they activate their lightsabers, chat. Darth Maul pulls his, and they spoiled this in the trailer, chat. Poo-poo on them. This would have been amazing had they just been like this. He pulls it out, chat. One blade. Two-bladed lightsaber, chat. What? And then we get probably one of the best lightsaber duels in the entire series. Like, I love this duel. I'm sorry. Like, I don't care enough about Darth Maul, and sadly, I don't care enough about Obi-Wan. But at least I care about Qui-Gon a little bit, even though he's kind of a prick. But he's the main character of the movie at this point, Chad, so I can really identify with. And then we get a very well-choreographed lightsaber fight between Obi-Wan, Darth Maul, and Qui-Gon. It goes on for a long time, but it never loses a step. I really do like it. We also get some other scenes. Fucking Anakin, he's like, oh no, bad things are happening. Because I think Padme and her people are getting attacked. He takes control of the ship, starts blasting, chap, and then autopilot goes on. He joins the battle in space. He blows up the droid control ship. Congratulations, Andy. Now this is pod racing. Woohoo! All that shit. He does it. Droid army dies. A bunch of Gungans died too, so, it wasn't a total loss. Chad, Gungans did die in the battle, which I do appreciate. Jar Jar's hails a fucking hero for some reason. And Padme, she captures Newt Gunray. So he's like, I'm gonna fucking skedaddle. I'm gonna get the hell out of here. Newt Gunray. But chat, what's happening with the duel between the two Jedi and Darth Maul? Let me tell you. Again, it's very well choreographed and everything. At one point, Darth Maul is so fucking good. And also, I like how the fight starts, because they go into this like giant, I don't know, power generator room. I don't know how to describe it. And Darth Maul does something that's really cool. He grabs a droid with the Force and goes, ha! Not even looking. He goes, ha! Like that. And he opens the door and he spins the lightsaber. Like, I love the choreography in here. It's so goddamn good. But eventually, he fucking knocks Obi-Wan off like a precipice. He falls down. So now it's just between Qui-Gon and Darth Maul. And they go through this tunnel with these like laser walls. And they open and they close occasionally. Like, I don't know why, because it's like on a timer or something. Obi-Wan eventually gets up to where he was before. He starts running after his master, but he doesn't get there in time. The first of the laser doors close, and Darth Maul is in this other little antechamber room, but there's still a laser wall blocking him and Qui-Gon. And this is cool, because Qui-Gon, it establishes how all the characters feel in this scene, where you have Obi-Wan Kenobi, and he's just standing there tense. He's just waiting for this to open. You can almost imagine his foot tapping so he can just go in there and help his master. You have Qui-Gon Jinn just peacefully sitting down and just waiting, almost meditating, concentrating, maybe healing his body. And then you just have fucking Darth Maul staring Qui-Gon down, pacing like a goddamn predator, chat, like an animal. I want the meat, Qui-Gon. And then eventually the laser walls open up. Obi-Wan runs. Fucking Darth Maul tries to swipe at Qui-Gon. But Qui-Gon, he comes out of his meditation and he starts dueling Darth Maul. But then right before Obi-Wan can get there, the last of the laser wall is closed, but he still can't join the fight. And so now he's watching Darth Maul and Qui-Gon fight. And Qui-Gon's like, you can't beat Darth Maul, buddy. And Darth Maul is a little bit of boop, bah! Stabs her right in this tum-tum, chat. Stabs her right in the tum-tum. We get the fucking blind fury cop death scene. Qui-Gon, he tumbles over. And we get a very good no. Listen, sometimes you go, no, in movies it's not good, but fucking Ewan McGregor, he sells this no. No! Like, I don't know how he does it, but he does a very good job. And Darth Maul's just like, yeah, bitch, I just did that. And then we get the same thing, where Darth Maul, he's just pacing, but Obi-Wan, he's just staring Darth Maul down at this point. He's just so tense. He busts in there, chat. And again, a really well choreographed scene when they just start fucking fighting. But now Obi-Wan is tapped into the dark side because he's just mad shit. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering, as we just knew. And he eventually does cut Darth Maul's lightsaber in half, and Darth Maul loses half the lightsaber. So I was like, oh shit, okay, this guy's a little more serious. And he's still battling, chat. But Darth Maul, he gets the upper hand. Ooh! Chris Harris, thank you so much for the biddies. Thank you for the 10 biddies, good sir. I'll read everyone's comment in a second. But during this whole scene, Darth Maul, he does get the upper hand. He knocks Obi-Wan over, like, into this bottomless chasm. And Obi-Wan's holding on to this, I don't know, this little fucking, it's like a giant button or something. I don't know what it is. He's holding on to something. And Darth Maul, he's stupid. Darth Maul, his overconfidence was his undoing, chat. Because now he's just playing with his food. Because he's just kind of swiping at Obi-Wan. He's kind of boo, hitting him with sparks and things, intimidating him. Like, Darth Maul could have easily killed him here, but he didn't. And Obi-Wan's like, well, this guy's a fucking moron. This is good for me. And he notices, because he lost his lightsaber, because that fell over too. And he realizes, like, okay, Qui-Gon's lightsaber's over there, so I'm just, and this is funny, chat. We establish in Star Wars that if you have the high ground, the duel is just over. Obi-Wan was a lying motherfucker to Anakin, because Anakin could have pulled it off. He could have pulled it off, because Obi-Wan certainly did. Because Obi-Wan then fucking lifts himself up, jumps over Darth Maul. Darth Maul's like, but I had the high ground. Boom, it didn't matter. He gets cut in half by Obi-Wan Kenobi, and he just falls down, chat, and he tumbles down to the chasm to his death. But he did not die, because he came back with a spider body, chat. He's still alive. He's still alive, and he's back in the Clone Wars, and he's awesome in the Clone Wars. Here he's kind of wasted, which is kind of sad. I would have liked to have seen him more in the prequels. Or I guess maybe in hindsight, maybe not, because then he probably would have been wasted anyway. So, it all worked out in the end. But then Obi-Wan, he goes over to his master. He's not doing well, chat, because he got a lightsaber hole through the tum-tum. That's not good to have. And the only thing Qui-Gon's mind in that moment is like, Anakin. Obi-Wan goes, of course, Anakin. You just love Anakin so fucking much. He's like, Obi-Wan, please, you must train the boy. You must train him. And Obi-Wan's like, sure, what's the worst that could happen? And so, chat, fucking Qui-Gon dies. And then we get a meeting between, because now the Jedi are like, okay, guys, we're here now. We could come and help, of course, after everything's done. Always late, the Jedi are. And then there's a meeting between Yoda and Obi-Wan. He's like, all right, I have a lot of issues with you taking on Anakin Skywalker as your apprentice. And like Obi-Wan's like, listen, I don't like the kid, but Qui-Gon asked me to do it. I'm going to do it. It was his dying wish. And Yoda went, fine, whatever happens on your head, man. I want to hear it 20 years from now. And something bad's going to happen. Don't blame me. I mean, Yoda deserves some of the blame, too, because he allowed this to go. And Obi-Wan's like, don't worry. It'll be fine. And so then, chat, we're all at the funeral of Qui-Gon Jinn. They're burning him alive. He's dead. They're burning him dead, chat. And it's kind of like a reference to Return of the Jedi, where we're burning the body of Darth Vader, chat. It's like, it's like a rhyme. It rhymes. Now we get in a conversation where Obi-Wan's like, yeah, I'm going to train you, kid. Anakin's just fucking horrified because his father figure of Qui-Gon Jinn literally just died, and he's watching his body burn away. It's kind of fucked up. Like, Qui-Gon should have been the one to train Anakin in hindsight when you think about it, chat. Not Obi-Wan Kenobi, because he was just way too inexperienced. And there's resentment there. There's resentment between the two of them. I think established in this movie. I think it's obvious. But then we get a conversation between Yoda and Mace Windu, and it's like, fuck, the Sith have returned. This isn't good. And Yoda's like, yeah, but always two there are. A master and an apprentice. And Mace Windu's like, who the fuck died? Was it the Master or Apprentice? And Yoda's like, I guess we'll find out. I guess we'll find out in the next movie. And then, Chad, we cut to a big old parade scene. Everyone's happy. The Nubians, they got out of the concentration camps, Chad. They're happy about that. The Gungans, they're doing the, they're dancing in the street. They're having a good time. Nice ceremony. Fucking Palpatine's there. Chad's like, hi, guys. I'm Chancellor. What's the worst that can happen? Oh, look at this little kid. What's your name? My name's Anakin Skywalker, sir. I see bright things in your future, Annie. Yeah, very good. I will watch you with great interest. Creepy that an old man would say that to a 9-year-old boy. But whatever, chat, whatever. I mean, it wasn't, being like creeper. He's just like, I'm gonna eventually train you and manipulate you to become my secret apprentice, the Dark Lord of the Sith, and rule the galaxy. That's what he was doing, chat. Palpatine's not a pedophile, okay? Just is evil. He's just evil. And so, everyone's happy. Fucking Padme Amidala, she shares a weird smile with Anakin, who smiles weirdly back at her and is like, I don't like this. Boss Nass, he's there. She presents him with a giant, globe from Spectres. Do you remember those ghosts of Spectres filled with electricity, chat? She gives, here, I bought this at Spectres. She's like, this is the greatest gift of all time. And he raises up in the sky, chat, and that's episode 1. That is Star Wars The Phantom Menace. It is not a good movie. It has so many issues, chat. So many issues. Just in hindsight. There's some stuff I can isolate. It's I like this. I like that. But as a whole, it just does not work. Narratively, it falls apart. Dialogue is terrible. The character interactions that you need for this film to work just fall flat completely. It's just a hodgepodge abomination, chap. It's very sad. Still, I don't think it's the worst of the prequels, though. I don't think it's the worst. I think Attack of the Clones is just boring. I'm like, oh my god, all the romance scenes between Anakin and Padme in episode 2, god awful. And all the action scenes fall flat because everything's CGI. At least in this movie, as I said before, chat. One thing I can appreciate that is there are still practical effects in this film. Before George Lucas just went fully CGI for 2 and 3. It's I can at least appreciate it for this. And so at the end of the day, I wouldn't give this a fuck you. I know, because there's some things I'm like, no, this is interesting, this is kind of cool, but this is definitely a some old bullshit. This is definitely a some old bullshit, chat. So, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. I know that was a long one. I knew it was going to be because I had a lot of ground to cover. I have a lot of opinions in Star Wars. Koran, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Yeah, original cut. He was still a puppet, D. Carlux. Yep, that's true. But Korath, thank you so much for the follow. You might Huckleberry. I'm going to go ahead and read Chris Ayers' comment. True story. When I was 8 and saw Phantom Menace for the first time, I must have been watching it wrong because for some reason, I thought Maul killed Qui-Gon by kicking him in the nuts. And so I spent the next couple of years thinking you could die from getting kicked in the nuts. I was kind of a dumb kid. We all were dumb kids, man. I thought this was a good movie when I was 8 years old, so I understand. Rocka Birdie, thank you for the 20 biddies. Appreciate that. No, guys, thank you so much for joining me for that review. That was a lot of fun. It's a bad movie, but it's great to talk about. Some good discussion, and apologies if I was not always paying attention to the chat. I just wanted to get through the reviews. Hopefully you understand. But in case I missed everyone, welcome to stream. Hope you're all doing very, very well. Joey, I tried to watch Attack the Clones. It's a hard watch. That's the worst one. I think that is by far the worst Star Wars film. Nothing else touches it. Yeah. Man, it's so bad. Because you got more of it than I was expecting. So there you go, chat. Some positivity there. That some positivity was had. We got Darth Maul. That's the thing I appreciate. We did get Darth Maul, and when he's in the hands of other people, he's used amazingly well. In Clone Wars and in Rebels. You were like, oh, Darth Maul's wasted. Watch those shows. He's used great.